I can't transform. Keep trying. Silence.
Hi all, I'm Max Prime, and this is an I Can't Transform, Keep Trying video. An unboxing initial transformation review in which I humble myself before you and share something that I love, which is unboxing and then transforming Transformers for the first time. This is technically my third I Can't Transform video, but only the second one that I'll be publishing. I made one last week with War For Cybertron series Jackpot, whom I love, but I just couldn't get the audio right. I was recording through my computer for the first time and didn't realize until the end of it that basically the computer cuts out intermittently, sort of sporadically. The audio is just like, it can't pick up anything, so I had to go buy a little speaker, list pumping, and just hope that it works a little better this time. This is also obviously the first time that I've shared / shown my face so that you can see that. I frankly didn't feel comfortable showing it to you before, or to anyone sort of like through this means, because I have like an adult job and judgy parents and don't want them to, it's not that I don't want them to know that I like doing this thing where I unbox and play with toys, but it's more like I kind of want to keep the world a little separate. I think I do fear the judgment / you know, the idea of someone in my professional life sort of like finding these videos and being like, wow, this Max guy's pretty unhinged / way out there. He likes toys. That's so weird. Anyways, I also think part of the reason why I wanted to start using my face is because I watch these videos also, and I do find that one of the things that I appreciate most is getting to see someone and feeling like I'm sort of interacting with another person about this thing that we both love and care about together. And I think that's sort of heightened with the face to go along with the voice. So I'm trying to do a little bit of both. So I Can't Transform, Keep Trying, number 3, featuring multiple Arcees. So why Arcee? Well, there are 3 reasons. First, she's awesome in her own right as a bit of a a bard. She's not a bard. Bad arse transformer who's both supportive of her fellow Autobots and flesh creatures, but also fully capable of combat and tactical proficiency. So she's awesome in her own right. Second, she's important, capital I important, because she's really the first female transformer in the Transformer universe, the first transformer to female transformer. And this is my cat. She's, can't see her, but she's here. There she is. Now she's grumpy. Anyways, Arcee, very important because she was the first female transformer to crack into the otherwise suspicious and oppressively sort of boys-only club that the G1 Transformers universe had created for the first handful of years until the movie. I want to just say that's something that sort of really doesn't age well in terms of like, oh, this cartoon is like only features toys aimed at boys or boy toys. And obviously, I think the 80s particularly, but also probably, you know, 70s, etc. It's only very recently that it seems like cartoons and toys have sort of like broken out of that. You have toys for boys, you have toys for girls, and they're sort of beginning to sort of integrate those two things. But it doesn't age well, and especially doesn't age well, which brings me to my third point, when you're sharing it with your younger nieces. So I have 3 young nieces who have hopefully a burgeoning an uncle-directed interest in Transformers. They recently saw the '86 movie, and then they told me through their father, that they really wanted to see more Arcee. They're like, more Arcee. So here we are. So why Arcees, plural? Why not just one Arcee? Well, it turns out that there really wasn't an Arcee toy in the original G1 line for reasons a little unclear and quite uncomfortable if you think about it. You're like, well, why not make a toy of the only female Transformer? Anyways, they didn't. The first Arcee toy got produced, I believe, in 2001 or the early 2000s, and then there were a handful. But then, like, the first like real Arcee toy, sort of based on the cartoon, based on the character, was released in about 2014. And then there were sort of like a cascade, and I was not able to track them all down. I think that would be a very expensive endeavor. So I was only able to track down 3. So I have the Thrilling 30 Arcee, which I believe was released in 2014, which comes with a little comic book. We have we have 2. We have the Earthrise Cybertron and War for Cybertron Kingdom. These are the same toy with different packaging. And full disclosure, I didn't realize that until I'd already purchased them. So my plan is to keep one of them in the box, send it to my nieces, send it to my brother, let them fight over who gets to open it. Sorry in advance. And then I'll just open one of the other ones. And then finally, I have one of the more recent core class figures, which are the really small, but I think pretty cool. I'm just not sure about this one, but we'll see. I love the core class figures. I think one, they're really fun. Two, they're comparatively cheap. Even though they are overpriced, I think some of them for what you get. But the cool thing about them for me is like, we'll take core class Soundwave, is the scale that they achieve when next to sort of like some of the big boy slash girl Transformers, but like Metroplex, and you're like, you can just put little Soundwave in his hand, and then you can, yeah, very small compared to huge. So there is a sense of scale that I think you can get with some of the core figures, which I think is really fun for play and for setting things up and doing that kind of thing. Thrilling 30, 2014. Okay, this one looks to be like the most sort of like legit and fulsome of the ones that I've got. But then you probably can't see it through this. There's definitely some strange things here. Like, why does Arcee need such a narrow torso, and why does Arcee need like such sort of wide hips? And what is the deal with this belly button? I don't know if you can, like, she gets like a strange belly button midriff thing that you're like, this is not, what, which Transformers have like belly button midriff exposure going on? Oh, it's just the one female Transformer. Oh yeah, weird. Okay, let's do more of that. Okay, sure. Anyways, aggravating, strange, but it does look like she has like a pretty cool vehicle mode that is close to the original animated movie, perhaps. And she looks a little bit badass, but yeah, there's certain things about the figure that just make me a little uncomfortable, and I'm like, why did we have to do this? But let's crack it open and see what we think of the toy. You probably can't see my cat. She is getting interested. She likes the cardboard box edges. If you can't, I don't know if you have pets, they might have a similar proclivity. Yeah, she just wants to find all the edges of things and then rub her little cat face on it. But we are gonna open this thing now. Maybe. So it does come with a, I don't know if I messed this up or it was a little messed up. It comes with a little comic, a little IDW comic, I believe. Nope, yeah. Again, yeah. Midriff belly button thing, strange, whatever. But she does look bad arse with the smoke coming off her and a certain fire in her eyes. Okay, let's see if we can get that figure out. We'll keep trying. That is the theme of this whole thing, which is that, you know what, I'm not very good at any number of things, and like with most things, the key is really just to continue trying. So I'm not good at transforming. Have to keep trying. I'm not good at I'm getting better at my job. But the key is to keep trying. Alright, we're getting her out of her package. My cat is very intrigued. This is from a handful of years ago, and they're still using the little plastic doohickeys that they have moved away from, thankfully, which I really appreciate. Because these things are, one, sort of, environmentally not great, and then two, yeah, they're like, I can't leave these around because I'm actually worried that my cat will eat them and get sick and hurt herself. So the paper on the new stuff is like, yeah, the cats can eat that and it is fine. Okay, so we have the figure of Thrilling 30 Arcee. She is cool. I'm not, so yeah. Legs are wildly spindly, and I know that's consistent with some of like the character art, whatever. But it's also like, what kind of ideas are we setting about even our transforming robot female body expectations through little sticky Barbie-looking legs like these? and the arms, which are like the skinniest Transformer arms I have literally ever seen. So, but she does look pretty cool, and she's got light piping through the back. That looks dope, where her eyes are shining bright and blue. She's got obviously the giant backpack, which a lot of the car figures have, and which is unfortunate, but yeah, it's a very common part of the design thing. My guess is that she folds up into her backpack, and that's how she becomes a car, but let's find out. Yeah, posability is actually pretty good. These legs are actually quite strong, and these are not like typical, these are very atypical Transformer legs. So, where they are sort of like spindly and like not clunky. Yeah. Let's see how she transforms. I don't know. I'm not gonna look at the instructions because I think part of the fun is being really clumsy and figuring it out. Just have like a walking car bug creature, not a car, but a car bug. Let's get these instructions out. Oh, that's telling me how to get her to robot mode. I want to get her to... These are terrible instructions. Oh my god, they literally do not explain like what you do with the legs. So, okay, I think this is it. You like fold the legs up. Let's say fold up underneath the hood. And then you fold the arms down. They're kind of loose. I feel like there's got to be a way to like click them in somehow. Otherwise, I mean, the car looks okay from a distance. It looks slick. It looks fast. But then it's like, yeah, there's like big gaps in there where it's like, so not great. But still, it looks cool. The car mode does look cool. I am concerned about the size parameters of her limbs, which are very frail and very thin, and that is alarming. Okay, that's the first one. On to number 2. Oh wait, no. Yeah, she does come with what looks to be a cool, I feel like I've seen this before, blaster blade, and what looks to be like a handgun pistol. Not my favorite thing, but whatever. I do like this like giant energy blade that she comes with. Does this like connect somewhere? Can I like hook this to the car? Oh yeah, I can hook it to the side. Okay, love that. And then she comes with like, this is a cool blaster because it looks very sci-fi-y and fun. I think it also connects. Yeah, it can connect to like the side of the car, which kind of looks cool. Okay, yeah. I'm not super plussed with this vehicle mode because it is sort of just like it's like, yeah, there's just a robot folded up under a car shell. But I think it looks good from a distance. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, we're gonna do the War for Cybertron Kingdom trilogy version of Arcee, which we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I think there's a good chance that I might end up keeping the Thrilling 30 Arcee. This is just a suspicion. I might end up keeping that one and then sending the core and WFC and let's see if I can get this open. WFC and Earthrise figures to my nieces. Just, I call it a hunch. It's not that I'm selfish, but yes, the Thrilling 30 figure is the slightly more expensive / collection worthy figure. I think these ones are more toy-y, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see how I feel in a handful of minutes. Okay, Arcee is out of the box. So we got Arcee, War For Cybertron. I think this is like gold. Oh yeah, this has got some gold disc. I do. Okay, these do come with shiny cards, which I love, and which I will send probably on to my nieces because I feel like they're at that age where if it's shiny, it's cool. And I guess now I'm like, well, what age is that not the case? Because if it's shiny, it's cool. Okay. Arcee's like plastic little thing on the back of her card just pops out, which is a little alarming. I'm like, yeah, can I get this out of this box? Let's find out. Maybe I can't. Can I? You have to like basically like, okay, she's free. And now we just have, yeah, lots of small plastic pieces that are not for kitty cats, but that I have to collect. Okay, oh, this, yeah, so this Arcee has the same incredibly spindly arms, distressingly so, potentially. Less pronounced belly button, but still has that sort of like strange belly button thing. Okay, yeah, the feet feel pretty flimsy. Considering the size of her backpack, which is like the kind of backpack you would only carry to school if you were entirely, it's like all of the books that you have, and you're like way overweighted. Like there's no way she, yeah, there's no way she can stand. She literally falls over. I think this detaches though, so let's see if I can do that. Oh yeah, okay, wow. So that is actually connected by a metal bolt of sorts. I think I've read somewhere that people just attach this because also like on the box it shows her like standing on it, which suggests that it is detachable. But then I'm like, how? Oh, okay. Oh, phew. There's like a thing that comes off, so you can detach this massive piece of back kibble and turn it into the hoverboard, apparently, that they suggested should be for her. But at least now she can stand up, probably. Let's see. Can she stand up? Maybe a little bit. Maybe not. Her knees are pretty flimsy. Okay, superposable. Yeah, she can like do the splits basically. But yeah, really sort of like spindly arms. I'll just go. Ugh. Cringe. Let's see if we can transform her into a caramel. Slightly wary of this shell that she's gonna form into somehow. Yeah, so she's just gonna hide under her. So like this, I think this is gonna go on there like that, but like how does it attach? Okay. So this thing, there's like a little white thing, and maybe that folds up. And then, yeah. I think the legs are literally just gonna like fold up entirely, maybe, and fold up into this. Yeah, is that right? Just well, this doesn't look right because she's like gonna be a boat resting on that, but then that can't be that. Oh, my legs are falling asleep underneath me. Okay, I'm gonna look at the instructions and see if they tell me anything different than what I have done here. Oh, here we go. instructions. Pivot. Oh, that's kind of cool. They pivot, like, basically they can pivot. They have multiple spots at which they can totally turn around. And what about her arms? What about her arms? Oh, the arms. Oh, the arms do not go up overhead. The arms go down. Down the sides. Like. Legs fold up. Like so, and then I think they're supposed to sort of like go into the sides. They have her legs, according to this, her legs go way up in there. I'm having a hard time doing that without basically, let's see. It's like, it doesn't. This does not look right. This does not look right. Okay, let's try this again. Do I have it going the right way? This does not look right. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. But I don't know how to do it right. Okay. Maybe. Let's see. It's like they have these little foldies. Like basically you can fold more. And that's that. This is a disaster. I think that this is a disaster. And maybe it's me and maybe it's her, but I really can't get these legs folded up. So I'm out. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to pause. I'm gonna have to go to the internet and see. Yeah, I just watched an internet video and it did not help me at all, I don't think. So I'm gonna try again. This could be a give up the fight now situation. Where I'm like, that just didn't look good at all. Basically, he did the same thing. He folded her legs up and then he just kind of like wedged them in. Maybe. And I'm like, that. It's like I'm just like forcing this. It's like, it's not. And the car like comes apart. Yeah, there is something just sort of like macabre about doing this to poor Arcee just to get her to transform. Where I'm like, I don't think that's right. Alright, so I have tried and I am like unable to get the legs like fully formed underneath, and then it just ends up just being this like really janky shell. So I am sorry, girls. Apologize to my nieces, but like, yes, you might have more fun. I think the robot mode is fine. This car mode is, one, really hard to get it into. Two, really janky. So, yeah. War For Cybertron Kingdom Arcee might be a pass. / someone might be getting this in the mail shortly as a gift from their uncle. We'll see. Alright, moving on. Let's do core class RC, which is hopefully going to be a lot simpler, a lot more straightforward of a figure. It can't be any jankier than what we just got from War For Cybertron Trilogy RC, which I've really enjoyed a lot of the War For Cybertron figures, especially like the command. I mean, Siege, Jetfire, Rodimus Prime. Now I'm trying to think of some of the like deluxe class figures, but this is that RC was probably one of the worst, if not the worst I've encountered so far. And I think maybe I've already heard that on the internet, but anyways, moving on. Core class RC, small, funky, blue eyes, got the signature hair, has some super flimsy legs. So, well, can she even stand? Okay, she can stand on my desktop. That is true, but like these legs are absolutely hollow. Comes with like a little blaster, and I will probably lose shortly. But let's see if we can transform her into a vehicle that is halfway decent compared to what we just saw. Okay, it looks like that is going to flip around to the back, these little arms. Oh boy, yeah, that popped right off. Let's try that again. Again with like the really spindly little arms. And yes, this is a core class figure, but I am noticing a trend on the RC figures, which is that they give her incredibly thin proportions. The legs are okay for a core class, I think. But, leg popped right off. Let's try that. Let's try that again. How? Okay, so this might be the worst core. I have, obviously, where is he? Core class Soundwave. I have core class Dinobots. I've seen the core class Shockwave, which I gave to a friend's kid as a birthday present, who's amazing. Core class Optimus, core class G2 Megatron, and this is, I'd say, by far the worst. I'm sorry, this is just terrible. Like this vehicle is like not really coming together. It's incredibly flimsy. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's me. Maybe this is a me issue, but I am starting to suspect it is a lackluster effort as to now I'm like getting even more agitated when I think about this Earthrise RC and how incredibly terrible it is. Because like I have I think this is Legacy Alita 1, who's got a similar, like a very similar vehicle mode, and sort of like boxy, but like much better legs, and a much better transformation, and like a lot less flimsier. And obviously she's got like, doesn't have like twig arms or anything. Yeah, anyways, this core class RC might take the cake as the worst core class figure I have yet encountered. I wonder, I think this was like $6. I think there may have been a reason. That reason may have been it's a piece of junk. Oh my god. Yeah, like that section doesn't even connect. This is so depressing. Like this vehicle could be cool if it weren't so janky. This is just awful. The front end of this car like doesn't stay together and like doesn't connect there, and I'm like not sure that there's a way to connect it. Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't get closer. I'm literally gonna break it. This is very disappointing. Yeah, I am sorry to my nieces in advance. I'm gonna send you some of these. I think they'll be good. They'll be obviously better than no Arcee toys, but like still not very good. Like I want better toys for myself and for my nieces. Now there's some aspects of this Arcee. I'm changing her back into her robot mode. Oh boy, yeah. I don't. These arms are just. Look at these little arms. Oh my. They're like she's got like these like half like they look like little like T-Rex arms that were supposed to be. Are these the arms that were attached to Grimlock? Maybe these are Grimlock's arms. Maybe these are Grimlock's arms that they just stuck on the end of these huge clunky shoulder pieces. Oh, it's just it's not great. It's not great. So definitely the best figure and vehicle with which also had problems was the Thrilling 30, the first one. The War for Cybertron Kingdom, I'm still at something of a loss. That might take some time for me to figure out. And then this core class, I'm like, I feel bad for my nieces. I'm going to send them a few of these. Yes, do with them what you will. All right. That is it for I Can't Transform. Very frustrating, very more depressing than I expected experience. But I hope you had fun watching me struggle through these things, and I hope we get. I think there are better Arcee toys out there, and I think the problem is just that they're more expensive. The Titans Return Arcee, and I mean obviously the Masterpiece, but that's probably not much fun. But like I'm just like, what? Why can't we just have a good? Like I'm sure there is a good Arcee, and I'm unlucky, and / my nieces are unlucky, but here we are. All right. Good to see everybody. Take care.